Hello, my name is Joryn Jenkins. I'm a lawyer here in Tampa, Florida, and I practice primarily collaborative and other courtless divorce processes. In my zeal to communicate why collaborative divorce is the best option for almost every family that I've ever met, I've created posters. The posters have enabled me to communicate more easily what benefits the process can provide to my clients and to their children and their families. I discovered early on that I'm a lawyer and I like words. I use words every day. Words are my forte. But half of us out there in the world use pictures to communicate concepts better. They understand concepts better through pictures, and they communicate better that way. So I created these posters. They come in 3 different sizes. I have the 2-foot by 3-foot posters that are 24 by 36 inches. And those are all on poster board. I have them up on my walls in my conference room instead of all those certificates that I used to have and all those awards that are kind of cold and off-putting. I've got the posters up. And so they're always there. We have our full team meetings. I have my consultations. I use them. And I noticed after a few sessions of using them and actually seeing the wheels turn in my clients' heads while they chose which process they were going to try and talk to their spouse about, that the posters were doing their job. And then I had a couple of clients ask me for takeaways. They wanted a copy of the poster in an 8.5 by 11 that they could take home and discuss with their spouse. Those spouses who are still talking can choose together to undertake the collaborative process or the mediation process or whatever other courtless process they want. And so these consults left the office with their handouts and went back home and called me later. Sometimes they called me to bring their spouse in to consult with me. Obviously, these are they're not legal advice consults. They're process consults. That's what we call them. All I do is I talk about the various processes that are out there. So I'm really more of an educator. I'm not a counselor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not an advocate. I'm just telling them what the processes are. And in fact, my paralegal does that quite often too. And the posters are very helpful to enable her to talk about the process and remember all of the steps that we want to talk about. I have a poster called the roadmap, for example. So the posters come in 3 sizes. They come in 2 by 3s. They come in 1.5 by 2, so half the size. If you have a smaller room that you want to put the posters up in, those smaller sizes would be more appropriate. And then they come in the takeaway size.